Well, it has been a minute. I've been very busy finishing up with work, and I ran a marathon, which I forgot the GoPro, so I didn't film any of it, but it was really fun. Actually, let me show you. Got my medal and my bib. And I did run it in the 6-hour time limit, but just barely. The whole time I was running it, I was like, why am I doing this? This is horrible. And then pretty much the next day, I was already looking for new marathons to do. But yeah, this is the moment you've all been waiting for, which is my full and final gear list. I'm joking, by the way. I think I'm probably the only one that cares about this list. And now that I actually have all of it, I feel even more confused somehow. I feel like I'm doing everything wrong. But yeah, this is kind of what worked for me when we did our one shakedown hike. So I'm kind of basing a lot of it off of that. And I mentioned before, if you haven't seen in the shakedown hike video, how if I could do one thing different with my training, it would be that I would do like way more shakedown hikes and a lot less physical training, because I learned so much just from that one shakedown overnight hike. All right, so let's start with the clothes that I'm actually going to be wearing while I'm hiking. So I will be wearing this hat during the day. It's just a regular baseball cap, and it has my name on it with my little logo. My cousin made me this shirt, which is so awesome. On the front of it, it has the PCT sign, and then on the back of it, it has a woman hiking, a dog, a cat, spiders, and a snake, which is all of the pets that I have. It has my Instagram name on the back of it, which I post a lot more on there if you want to follow that, just because it's easier and quicker to update than making a whole YouTube video. It is a sports shirt, so hopefully it will stand up to the sweat. It is white, so I'm sure it will be brown by the end of this trip. But thank you, Tony, for making me this shirt. I absolutely love it. I am wearing a Patagonia sports bra. Nothing fancy, really comfortable. These are my Lululemon shorts. They are bike shorts, and I think they're a 6-inch inseam. They have pockets on both sides. Shorts have been my biggest pain in my butt. I chafe really easy, and I wore these during the marathon, and I did not chafe at all, so these are definitely coming with me. I have the REI, I think it's the Sahara sun hoodie. So this has built-in sun protection. It has sleeves that go over your hands, and it has like a little thumb hole. And then this hoodie is really nice. It goes like all the way over your neck. I'm very sensitive to the sun, so this will be very useful. I have some broken in Ultra Lone Peak shoes. I think these are the Ultra Lone Peak 6. I can't remember. But I love these shoes. They have a super wide toe box, and I have never gotten a blister with these shoes. And then I have some Darn Tough socks, which I love Darn Toughs. I did not wear them for my marathon, and that was the first time I have gotten a blister, like in my entire training. So I'm very much a believer in Darn Tough socks. I also have these sunglasses. They are just black Ray-Bans. I've had them forever, and I like them, and they get the job done. I also will be wearing this beanie when I'm cold. I have a fanny pack. This is the brand. I like that it's multicolored and bright. In the front pocket, I have like a little wallet with some money, my ID. Oh, this is my permit, so I'm gonna put that in there. This is some Sunbum chapstick. It has SPF 30 and it's banana flavored, just like my sunscreen. So that's it for the front pocket. Inside I have these Cliff shots. I absolutely love these, if you don't know. They taste really good. They don't have like that gross gel consistency. And it has 50 milligrams of caffeine, which I really like. I also have a snack ready to go. Another snack. This is my Invisalign case. These are, I can't remember what they're called. Me and my boyfriend just call them Salt Licks, but they're chewable electrolyte tablets. If you haven't watched my other videos, I get really sick if I don't have enough electrolytes. I'm a very heavy sweater and I sweat a lot of salt. So I get super bad migraines and I feel dizzy and just very ill if I don't have enough electrolytes. So I will be taking a lot of electrolytes. And then I have some wasabi almonds. So it's mostly filled with snacks. And I probably will also be putting my phone inside of here. Okay, let's start deconstructing the bag. So I have it all packed right now and I'll just unpack it from the outside. So on the outside, I have obviously this closed cell foam pad. It is the Nemo Switchback. And I talked about this in my Big 3 gear video, but I really like using this for breaks during the day. It's nice to put out and just lay and stretch out. And it's very sturdy, so it's not gonna get a hole in it. I have smart water bottles on both side pockets. So I have 2 smart water bottles, and then I have one in the front pocket of the bag. And I also have this, I think it's a ½ Nalgene shaker bottle. So I'm gonna use this for electrolytes. I have like emergency vitamin C supplement. I have a Cliff recovery supplement. So this is going to get a lot of use. Also, I will be drinking my coffee from this cold. On the outside, I also have my Zero, I don't know how to say it, sandals. I am going with camp shoes because I love taking off my shoes on breaks and at camp. I think it's worth the wait. Trash. So in this side pocket, I have my Petzl headlamp. I really like this headlamp because it's rechargeable and I don't want to worry about batteries. I also have some gloves. These are merino wool liners, glove liners. They're not super warm, but they definitely help when it's cold outside. If I do go through the Sierra, which I'm not sure if I will or not, I will get something to go over these. In the other front belt pocket, I have some hand sanitizer and Dr. Bronner's soap. One thing I learned from the shakedown hike was I really wanted to wash my hands, mostly because I stick my fingers in my mouth to take out my Invisalign trays, and when your hands are gross, I feel like no amount of hand sanitizer is going to help that. So I definitely want to be able to wash my hands. Also in this side pocket, I have my Sunbum spray sunscreen. You can use this on your face and it won't break you out. In the front pocket, I have my dirty platypus bag for catching water. So I plan to just fill this with water and then I will filter it into my smart water bottles. And I have the Platypus water filter to do that. Another thing I learned from my shakedown hike is I really don't like just screwing this on top of the smart water bottles with the dirty water in it because it grosses me out. I'll probably get over that at some point, but as of right now, I don't want to. Also, in the front pocket, I have this little bag. I'm gonna stick another Ziploc bag in here actually for trash, but I have my trowel. I have some wet wipes, which I'll use after I go to the bathroom. And I think I'll also use these just for general cleanup of my feet and, you know, parts. At the end of the day, I also have a little roll of doggy bags so that I can put the dirty wet wipes into those. And then this I'll just use as a trash bag. So on the front side of the bag, I have this bandana. This is a bandana that my best friend got me. So I'll be using it as a snot rag. So thank you, Allison. This is actually a Hyperlight bottle holder. I really do not like the ULA Circuit bottle holder. It like doesn't open enough for a smart water bottle to fit in. So I'm using my Hyperlight one. Then I have the Garmin InReach Mini, which is essential because I really like talking to my family and knowing that they can reach me if there's an emergency or whatever. I also have this Kula cloth. This is for wiping after you pee. It's an antimicrobial cloth, so I think it's supposed to not smell, but we'll see. That is it for the outside. Also, this bag is the ULA Circuit, if you did not know. I think this was the most popular bag on the Pacific Crest Trail for like 3 years in a row or something. I really like this bag. I did like a whole review on this bag in my Big 3 video. Okay, so now I'm going to dig out the contents from the inside of the bag. So on the top, I have my food bag. This is a Hilltops bag in small, which I thought would help me to not overpack food because that is very common. And I feel like this weighs 10 pounds. This is for like 4 days of food, and I feel like I'm overpacking my food, but it's just, I don't know, it's really hard to gauge how much food I'm gonna need. And this is also my awesome logo that my friend Devin made me. And then stuffed inside the dead space, I have my Patagonia, I think this is the Nano Puff. I don't remember what this stuff is called, but this is my puff jacket. It's super warm and I do like it. Also stuffed into the dead space, I have the Senshi design hoodie. This is super lightweight, but it's also like oddly warm. And the main reason I wanted this is because it zips all the way up like to your nose. So I really like that aspect of it. Also, yeah, it's just really, it weighs like nothing and it's super warm. So I feel like a lot of people just bring like one jacket, but during my shakedown hike, I found that I did not bring the Senshi Designs sweater. And so I was just walking around the camp with my puff jacket, and I just really don't like the texture of that jacket. I wanted something cozy and warm, and it just wasn't doing it for me. So as of right now, I am bringing both the Senshi Designs sweater and my Patagonia jacket. I have this bag. This is all like supplements and like powdered milk. This is my Cliff recovery drink. I have my emergency in here. I have my A1, or AG1 greens. And then I have a bunch of electrolytes. This also weighs a lot, so we'll see how this goes. Then I have my Frog Togs, very used Frog Togs rain jacket. For how much this cost, I think it was like 20 bucks on Amazon. This jacket works very well. The only thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't have any pockets. But otherwise, it works fantastic. It's actually really warm. And yeah, I would highly recommend Frog Togs if you don't want to spend a lot of money on rain gear. I also have the pants in here somewhere, but probably at the bottom. Also stuffed into a crevice is the Thermarest Neo Air Extra Light. So yes, I am bringing 2 sleeping pads. This is a decision that I kind of agonized over for a long time, and then I was like, why? I'll just bring what I want. I get really good sleep on this because I am a side and a stomach sleeper. And if you've ever tried sleeping on your side with just the closed cell foam pad, you will know that it hurts pretty bad after a while. The other thing about this pad is it has an R value of, I think, 4, which if you don't know what R value is, it's just like a warmth rating, and it goes from 5 to 1. 5 being the warmest and 1 being the coldest. And I tend to sleep pretty cold, so I really like the idea of having this very warm sleeping pad plus a little bit of R value from the closed cell foam pad. And I think that has an R value of 2. All right, these are the tent poles for my Big Agnes tent. I can't remember the exact name. I think it's the Fly Creek UL2. If you want more information about my big 3, so my tent, my sleeping bag, and my bag, you can watch my big 3 video because I went very in depth in that video. So this is my like hygiene bag. I also have my Invisalign trays in here and birth control. These are my Cetaphil wipes. I have a little deodorant, which I know is controversial for the ultralight backpackers. I also have like a little first aid kit. So I have some ibuprofen, aka vitamin I. I also have Benadryl, Neosporin, toothbrush, toothpaste, comb, Aquaphor, face lotion, pretty much everything that I need to keep somewhat clean. This is my electronics bag. So I have a bunch of cords in here. I have a Anker fast wall charger, my Garmin charger, my GoPro charger, and then I also have this lock. I don't know what it's called actually. I covered the brand with the Enlightened Equipment sticker, but this was probably the best charger I could find. It's super lightweight and it's like 25 or 28,000 mAh, which I don't know what that stands for, but this will give me quite a few charges on my phone, my Garmin. I'm gonna try not to use it for the GoPro because I have the extra batteries for the GoPro somewhere. But yeah, this will be very useful for keeping my electronics charged. At the bottom, I have, this is my sleeping bag. So I have the Enlightened Equipment Enigma, it's 10 degrees. Like I said, you can watch my big 3 video to get a very in-depth review about that. I also have some extra clothes in here. So I have some extra socks, an extra sleep shirt, and some very warm Patagonia sweatpants for sleeping because I don't want to sleep in my hiking clothes, which is also controversial for the lightweight people out there. I'm stuffed in the crevices down here. I have some base layer. These aren't super warm, but I want them just for chilly mornings when I have just my shorts on. There's an extra pair of underwear. And in this is my tent. So this is the footprint, the fly, and the actual base of the tent, all in here. It fits really well. And these are the Sea to Summit compression bags. I know a lot of people say that they just like to stuff their sleeping bag and their tent down inside, but for me, at least for the sleeping bag and tent, I really like having them separate from the rest of my stuff, just in case it tears or my bag gets wet, which I do have a liner in here, but I just like knowing that I have the extra protection. Plus, these are so small. Like, my entire tent is in this little cube. It's pretty awesome. And then last but not least are my tent stakes. These are, I think, just the ones that came with the Big Agnes tent. I think they're fine. I'm not super interested in replacing them as of right now. That is all my stuff for a 2,650 mile adventure. I'm sure that I will get rid of some stuff. I'm sure I'm not going to use some of it, but I feel kind of okay about the items that I'm bringing as of right now. Oh, I forgot to mention, I decided last minute to go stoveless. So I was pretty dead set on bringing a stove, and then during the shakedown hike, I just kind of realized, like, I don't enjoy cooking. I don't like backpack meals. I'm not a huge fan of ramen or anything like that. So I decided I'm going to go stoveless, at least right now. I'm open to changing that down the line, but as of right now, no stove, no pot. So I'm going to be drinking my coffee cold, which is fine. That's what I did on the shakedown hike, and I really enjoyed it. Maybe if I go through a section where it's supposed to be really cold, I'll have my boyfriend ship it to me, but I think I'll be okay without it. I really like tortillas and beans and cheese, and I have some snacks that I enjoy, which I will show. And yeah, I'm excited about that decision, and I'm excited to see how it will go. So I'll definitely be talking about that on the trail. I was thinking that I was going to be very nervous at this point. Like, I thought I would be so scared that I wouldn't want to go. But I am finding that I'm like really confident, and I just feel so ready to go. And I'm very excited to just get this on with. I feel like it's been a lot of preparation. I've learned so much, and I'm already feeling pretty confident in my ability to do this. I feel very prepared, and I think that's going to make a big difference. But today is Wednesday, and I start on Saturday. So the prelude to the trail will be the next episode, and then it's going to be episode 1. So please subscribe if you haven't. It's going to be fun and probably funny. We'll see what happens. I really don't know. I'm open to anything. Maybe this will just last a week. We'll see. Thank you for watching. A couple more things I forgot. I do have micro spikes and an ice axe that I will be shipping to myself. I just don't want to carry them at the beginning. And I just went over my checklist, and I realized that I don't have my mosquito net or my Frog Togs rain pants in my bag. So I'm kind of glad that I did this video, because I would be missing that stuff. But yeah, the ice axe and micro spikes will be shipped to me. I'm not super sure at what point, but I'm very cautious. So it will be whenever I hear that I will need them. I definitely will plan for that. So yeah, thank you.